I see a lot of familiar faces. Actually, this is my third time here, and I'm very glad of Pizza Hut and start inviting us. It's very exciting. Every year it gets more and more exciting when we go to judge the work, and we really like what is coming out. And I hope this year you will be able to beat some of the teams of the year before. Every time we see new and more creative work coming out, and there's a lot of work and passion behind this, and I really love that you guys are doing that, and I hope this year it will be the same because the topics are very, very interesting. I mean, the moment that I was just hearing about what we could do, and I was thinking ideas myself of what can we done, and there are so many things, so many topics when it comes to conservation of the environment and what can we do as people. From years before, we had a lot of really good entries, many of them very, very eye-catching, and that's one of the main things we're going to talk about today. What makes a poster great? What makes a poster eye-catching and having a stopping power? And the second thing we're going to talk about basically is how to get those ideas. So very simple for today. You will see from the winners from last year, there's something about the posters that makes you stop and see, okay, what are they trying to tell me? What is there to be said? And then is when the judges and everybody looking at them will pay attention and say, that's interesting. That's an interesting message. What it's telling me is resonating in my inside, and I think I should do something about it. So the poster has that power of stopping you and then makes you think and makes you do something eventually. Let's go to our first topic, which is what makes a good poster. And that's very, very important when you do that, because there are many things that could make a good poster. The rule number one basically is that there are no rules. That's the only rule you know, and you will see how trying to give you rules, you will see that everything applies to a poster. For example, must the poster have a headline? Many times they're asking me, okay, how should a good poster look like? Should it have a headline? Should it have a visual? And we are saying like, okay, those are rules, and yeah, many posters have a headline, have a visual, have a logo, but forget about that. Just think about the idea first. For example, this is an ad for green tea. It's Häagen-Dazs green tea. And the way they did it is like they use a kettle, pouring the water, and what you see is 3 drops, but it's not drops, of course, it's ice cream. And it's telling you visually that Häagen-Dazs has a new ice cream flavor, which is green tea. Very, very simple, no words, just the logo on top. And this is a different version of that poster. You have the green tea sachet, but again is replaced by the ice cream scoop. Very, very simple, no words. If you can find a visual that tells you everything you need to know about the topic, then you hook people. And then maybe, for example, you will have to explain many things. So it's very different to say Häagen-Dazs has a new ice cream that is green tea flavor, and then you have to explain a lot of things. But sometimes what you need when you're trying to communicate with people walking around your school, for example, is just something that captures their attention, and then maybe you can tell people, okay, ask for more information, or go to this website, and then you will have the time for people to be engaged and to think about it and to read more. But at this point in time, poster, you're walking, you look at it or you don't. You have like maybe 2 seconds to capture attention. If you lose people walking around in 2 seconds, they walk past through and you will never get them again. Another poster without words. Does it remind you of any flag in the world, of any country? That's right. So this is a poster for a Japanese restaurant. So they shall show you the plate. It looks like the Japanese flag, and that's all you have to say. It's a Japanese restaurant. Very, very simple. No words. So let's turn it around. Must a poster have a visual, have a picture? You say, okay, we can live without words. Can we live without visuals? And the answer is, again, no rules. Yes, you can do anything in a poster. This is an ad when AirAsia launched says, man has always wanted to fly. He just couldn't afford the tickets. Now you can with AirAsia. So no stewardesses, dress well, nothing about the food, nothing about pictures of the plane, no pictures, just the idea. So if you happen to have a good idea with your projects, maybe sometimes the best way to do a good poster is to spell it out. Just say it. Maybe you don't need to complicate it with visuals. If I put the picture of a plane here, of a picture of a stewardess, people will not know what to look at. Either I'm looking at the copy or I'm looking at the visual. And then you waste time, you waste attention. If you just put up front what you want people to look at, then it's much easier. Nothing is going to distract people from the message. Sleeping, huh? And then suddenly you start to turn upside down and becomes the end. The Z becomes the end for Nescafe. Nothing wakes you up as Nescafe. So drink coffee, you will be suddenly waking up. Very simple, no visuals, only letters. Can you see that one? Black spots pop up everywhere, so take care this Easter. Basically, it's an ad for Toyota. Black spots are those places that are more prone to accidents. So if you look at this like a map, I don't know if you can see the black dots popping everywhere. It's kind of a visual effect. Definitely, if you walk past this poster, you will have that image, and you will stop. You will try to see what are they trying to tell me. And then, very easy, black spots pop up everywhere. The message is there. This is for oil of Olay. It's a anti-age cream. So when women use anti-age cream, they go back in time. They rewind. So again, very simple, and sometimes it's very good to do this because you see all the beauty cream ads. They have beautiful girls showing the face, and it gets so boring that you don't know which one is which anymore. And suddenly you see, imagining this poster, all white, and just one visual there, no words, but makes you think. What are they trying to tell me? Okay, rewind. Here says anti-age cream. Another question that comes all the time: must the poster be flat? Why posters are always flat and stuck to the wall? I know sometimes it's difficult and you have a lot of problems when it comes to production. We need to keep production simple, especially we will be working under a budget, right? So you don't want to blow up the budget in the poster. It's not worth it. You might actually use it for different purposes. But sometimes very simple touches, if the idea is good, it might help to get more attention from the people passing around. This poster for Adidas, basically, they just made a fold in the middle of the poster that makes it look like the tennis court. So it's something different. It's not very expensive because the only thing you need to do is to print the poster and fold it, and that makes a big difference. That makes when you look at it, what's going on there? There's something new, something that looks different in the shop. Or for example, this is for Land Rover. So you have the Land Rover truck over there, and the poster is crumpled. All the paper is crumpled, and then it looks like the hard terrain that the Land Rover will have to drive through. Something that again is just going to give you a little extra to capture attention. Two things for capturing attention. One is that you want people that is passing through to look at you and look at your poster. But same goes to the judges. When you're going to submit this for the contest, the judges will be looking at a lot of work from a lot of schools. And if you actually make it something very, very strong that judges will pay attention to it, they will spend more time with you and reading the strategy and reading what's behind. But the very first step, you have to just put your foot on the door, is make it very, very interesting and attention grabbing. Of course, the concept has to be strong as well. That will make the winner instead of a runner-up. But first step is to make the poster look interesting. So, no rules really. You can do anything with that you want with your poster, but stick to one clear message. This is the most important one, and this really take it as a rule. Why? Why is that? I don't know how many of you play tennis or any kind of sports. If I throw you one ball, you would probably hit it back. If I throw you 20 balls, you might not hit any, really. And that's the mistake number one when it comes to posters, especially when it comes to posters. We try to say too many things, and the poster is full of too many things. And people pass by, they look at it, and because there's nothing like one ball to catch, they miss everything. They say, okay, too difficult to read, too many things, I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch today, I don't care, and they just walk. But if it's only one thing, then with that one thing, you might capture attention. At least it's only one thing for people to grab. If you have to say many things, sometimes you say, okay, this topic is not just one thing, maybe I want to talk about this, I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about this. How do I do it? Make 3 posters, okay? One poster for topic A, one poster for topic B, one poster for topic C. And you also have a campaign. You can actually get the regular pizza. So try to stick to one message per poster. That's the most important rule. Throw one ball at a time. Make it interesting. Make it something that you want to look at. This is for the magazine called The Economist. It's for CEOs and very important people in the organizations, and they claim to be very clever. If you read this magazine, you are a very clever person. So they put all the magazines crumpled like that, like a brain. So if you read The Economist, and you can see the logo here, you are going to make your brain power even better. Another example for Tide, for the washing powder. Usually we talk about washing powder and we talk about stains, right? The stain of this, stain of that, like ketchup stain or anything. But here they say like, okay, like mayonnaise doesn't stand a chance. And what you see is a lot of little men in black fighting those little men in green when you look carefully. So that stain of mayonnaise, represented like men, doesn't stand a chance with the rest of the clothes that are in a different color. Same here. Very, very large, an army of men says soy sauce doesn't stand a chance. Can you see there? Probably from far away you can see there's a couple of very surprised eyes. You have to look it from far away. But it's actually all the PlayStation buttons. So that makes it interesting. It's like, you know that it's PlayStation. If you're a fan of PlayStation, you recognize the symbols. That is like a surprise. Okay, I don't know if you can see. It's really like someone looking through the poster. Or these are for toys, for soldier toys. I don't know if you can see the little one there. So it's a brand of toys that are very, very real. They look exactly like the real one. So they go to the extent of putting the toy in the middle of a war scene, right? So it makes it very, very real.